All right, welcome to the nahsee exchange. If you are new, then welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you are returning, then again, we appreciate you coming back. Thank you so much. There's a lot of things you could have been doing, but you're here with us.
And these are your two ever grateful hosts, Charles and Trina.
Yep. So again, like you all know, whether you're nahsee or you can't see,
Yeah,
clean
see?
up your heart and come. Let's talk about it. All right, brother. What's our topic for today? What we are talking?
We found an well, you found an interesting video on social media. I saw it, but I didn't watch it until you sent it to me and said watch it. It's an interesting video.
Can you
They were saying
turn?
that Jamaicans.
You
They
kind
were
of
saying that
sound low.
Jamaicans
Can you turn yourself up a little bit, or is it
uh
maybe it's my end? It's fine. Keep going.
yeah, so they were saying that Jamaica say long run short catch. I think that video pretty sums up what that was. So you
Right.
can probably roll the clip.
All
So
right. So
the
so
viewers
I'm
them
gonna
can see what we're
share. We're
talking
gonna
about.
share the clip. The clip is on our Instagram page. nahsee.exchange. That's our Instagram. That will be also in our description if you want to go over there and also watch the video. So while I'm getting this together, the reason why we are showing this video is because my brother and I, we have two very different opinions when it comes to this. Again, him say long run short catch, but my question is, who is the victim? Who is the victim here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here goes.
Did you put her to sleep?
Yeah, I did.
You did good. She had such a great birthday.
She did.
You're such a great dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not done passing out gifts either.
A gift from me? Vernon, you don't have to do that. It's not on my birthday.
You're such a great mom.
Oh, thank you.
I had to.
It's heavy. Ooh, I'm excited.
You don't love it.
What is it?
Open it up.
Oh my God, you are such an amazing man, I tell you.
Open it up, man.
Is it Valentine's Day all over again? Oh my God. Ooh, it's that kind of night, ain't it? My favorite wine?
You're gonna love it. It goes with the gift.
Ooh, Pinot Noir. Mwah. I can't wait to sip on this. Thank you, babe. Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm excited. It better be the necklace I'm wearing. You know I've been wanting that for a long time. Another bag. You're so tricky, I tell you. Hey, really? Another bag? Can't with you in your boots.
Another bag in the bag, woman. Another bag in the bag.
You are one silly man, I tell you.
Open it up.
Oh my God, what is this? Oh man, duct tape, really?
Find all those bags from.
You're such
My
an amazing
God.
actor.
Just bought him in a store. Just keep buying smaller sizes.
What could this be? What could this be? It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, it feels kind of thick, okay? Hold on, maybe. This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
All right.
Open it up. Yeah, read
I
it.
go to the land far, far away.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts.
What
So I went that
doubts?
DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this? She loves you though. Why would you do
She's
this?
not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really, out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right. Well, listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But that's your
And
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
Paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop it. Can we just talk? Get the camera on my face. Can we just talk? Get out.
So that's the video. So again,
Doing.
we have different
I
views
see
on
that.
this. So let me stop sharing that
Yep.
and get to the discussion. Because so let me preface my point by saying,
Start it. Go ahead.
don't start the conversation right there, so right here. I do not agree with her tricking him. It's been 3 years. I don't agree with him getting a jacket. Okay?
Yes.
A jacket is
Jamaica
a child that is not yours.
Jamaican term.
So let me preface by saying I don't agree with jacket giving. Okay? Not a however. My point is, though, 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Excuse me.
Because for me, I feel like the day, it seems from the video, the day in which he gave her this present, this gift, was on the child's birthday. So in my opinion, I think he's wrong for doing that on the child's birthday. That's where I stand on this.
Okay, so that's the hill you're on. Fine.
That's the hill I'm on. And I'm going to die on that hill.
Here's my thing. He never gave it to the kid. He gave it to her. It's not her birthday. The issue is with the both of them, not the kid. He didn't bring the kid and say, hey, here's this present and ruin the kid's day. Who they got ruined was the mom. So for me, yeah, best day if it we. Best day.
What?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, he gave
Go
it
ahead.
to the mom. Okay.
Mhm.
However, it is not the mom's birthday. If he had done
Exactly.
it on the mom's birthday,
No.
if he had done it on the mom's birthday, then fine. It ruined her birthday. But to me,
The kid
why
birthday not ruined.
tarnish
But the
this
kid birthday
little
is good.
girl's special day?
But she doesn't know this conversation. This was after she went to bed. Listen to the
Listen.
video. He said, oh, did you put her to bed? Oh, you're such a wonderful dad. The girl is sleeping. I thought them up in the kitchen. They're washing up the plate after the birthday dinner, whatever.
Come
So the
on.
kid don't know. The kid don't know. Go ahead.
Come on. First of all, there's this video that is viral on social media that this little girl is gonna have to live
kid
with
is 3.
So what? For the rest of her life. First of all, listen, 3-year-old, she soon starts school, right? And you know these school-age kids, they're more versatile with internet and videos than anybody else. And they are cruel. They are so cruel. So can you imagine going to school and having kids make fun of you because of this video, and on top of that, this video was created on your birthday. He could have done it the day after that. He could have done it a week after that. Why on this child's birthday? So she went to bed all happy, everything is fine, and now she's waking up the next day and her whole entire hell just broke loose. You think she's not gonna find out that this happened on her birthday?
Okay. You're talking about the future. Great. Worst things have happened to people. Let's be real. And people live through it.
So that is your excuse for this?
No, here's my thing. Let me come back. Fine. The onus is now on the mother to explain to the daughter what happened and why.
Well, why on the birthday though.
Don't matter.
So
It
now
don't
she
have
has
the
to
same
say,
impact.
yesterday your
don't-
father gave me this on her birthday.
She has 30 days to leave. So she literally has, excuse me, 30 days to have this conversation. You never say get out of my house tomorrow. She has 30 days. The mother, the lady, has to now explain to the kid why they're leaving daddy's house. That's on her. Because you're worried about the kid. That's great. But I'm like, yo,
For me,
it's about her. This video for me when I watched it,
but
I
it
wasn't thinking
cannot.
about the kid. I'm thinking about her.
It
And
cannot
the
be
both of
without
them.
the kid. I feel like the kid is collateral damage in these people,
Unfortunately, true. I
and in
agree.
these people's colossal crazy ass life. This kid is collateral damage.
It's unfair. I know it is. Bleeding heart. I go out to the little one. Well, here's the thing. But no, I'm gonna show you because I'm a man. So let me talk about what me I experience or what I've heard. But I'm not experienced, but what I've heard. There have been cases. Jamaica have a thing where it's called a file for. And there was a report in a newspaper, it was Gleaner, like a few years ago, about 50%, 30 to 50% of all DNA tests. So when I think America stipulates is that you do DNA tests to care of your child. 50 to 30% are both 50% negative. So you have one man who raised on picnic for 10 years, 15 years, 17, whatever. Decide to file for this child. Mount a birthday that, mount a money spent, or because in the America and get to in safe and him a file for him kid. Only find out, so guess what? Pete enough him. How a man to feel? Tell me now.
Listen,
So they
listen,
understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. They
listen.
understand what you're saying about the
I mean,
picnic. But
listen.
yo, this issue is between the woman and her man. What she do was foul. And here's the problem where I'm not sorry for her. I'm sorry. Because
I'm
I'm
not
looking at
sorry
this
for her
about the woman.
either.
I'm not
I'm
sorry for her.
thinking about this
Because
child.
she go look for the woman man and be like, doubts? Like him like, how dare you see through this jacket? I cut it so perfectly. How dare you have doubts? Doubts? My girl is like, doubts? Doubts? I thought the jacket was perfect. No. So I'm sorry.
But you're
Here's the thing.
right. You're right.
Here's the
You're
thing.
right. There
Here's the
is
thing.
that. Hold on. Let me say this. You're
Mhm.
right. In Jamaican culture and in Jamaican experience, that is prevalent. Where
Yes.
there are a lot of fathers who
Yes.
have for many years fathered. I mean, there were fathering children
I
that
weren't there.
they get to like America, like you said, they get to America, they get, stable, they get, permanency. Then they're like, okay, I'm going to file for my kids. And so the process of filing, like you said, you're required to do a DNA test. Come to find out, all four kids aren't yours, or one out of the four, or none of the five, or only two of the five. So it's like, now you're like, what? What?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing when me I look onto. You better this happen now when she are 2 than happen when she are 13. Because she's gonna be so attached to this guy.
She's
At the age of
already
13.
attached to this guy.
No, but he's gonna even be even more attached. Because here's the point. Here's the point that you should have made, where me I agree with, where me kinda me I look on it too. The kid is now attached to him,
Yes.
right? 3 years. He's now because my girlfriend brought up this point when we make she watch the video. Shout
Right.
out to her. She's saying that yo, the woman deserves what she get, but she look on the fact. Same thing about you and the children. I guess you're female, so you're all motherly. So she's like, yo, this kid is not attached to him. How is he gonna put her out? Because she's seeing him as her dad.
Right.
This is gonna have a great impact on her. He should have won the jacket then and won jackety. Probably, cut relations with the woman, but still be there as a father for the kid. I'm like, that's noble. Don't get me wrong, that's noble, but in reality, what a man do that? It's the same concept of like a woman, like a man go have one girl lady pregnant, then come back to your wife and tell him say you have to raise a picnic. Most women don't do it. That don't fly. And that's now use the double standard. Most women that don't fly.
What double
True.
standard?
Most
No
women
way,
that don't fly.
no. I'm
Most
gonna have to
women
disagree.
don't
No,
let it
I
match
am
with that.
going to disagree with you on that one because no way. it is more accepted and more prevalent for women to actually know that their husband, boyfriend, permanent living person, significant other went outside, get some other woman pregnant, and then she is helping to take care of that other kid.
But guess what? But even but how much cases that other kid come and live with them and you have to see him every day?
A lot of cases.
No. Probably back in the olden day, you might have a point. Because Jamaica changed now. Because right now, in a modern day, most women now that shit now fly. I tell you that right now. He now fly. Even if you have the woman and the picnic go still got a road, you better go they go look for them. Because that now come my house. Because she's hurt. So here's the thing. She being hurt, fine. But now the man is hurt. What man to do? So here's my thing. What he should have done. Here, because this is about having hard conversation. So now
Yeah,
we're
okay.
moving from hard conversation. How he could have helped with it and
Okay,
how
but
she could have dealt with it.
before we switch to that point, let me go back to
Mm-hmm.
something that you said earlier, where you said she would be more attached at 13. When it comes to children, the crucial years in a child's life where there's something called secure attachment that a child has. And a secure attachment, when a child has that, this child, like healthy attachment. They know that when they cry, their needs are met. There's a parent there. It fosters good, healthy, like emotional, mental well-being of that child. You know what I'm saying? Like that is what
Mm-hmm.
sets the child on that road to that emotional well-being type of a thing. Secure attachment is very important to the development of children. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever young children, whenever their attachment is broken, so you get attached, like they can reform attachment. See what I'm saying? Like it's not that, oh, they're attached to one person and then that's it. That's not how it is. However, when you have frequency where you have this attachment to someone and then all of a sudden it's like gone, then that child now has to go through that grieving process. You know what I'm saying? People think like kids, like little kids can have depression and anxiety. That's a complete lie. So now this child has to go through this grieving process. Where is this, like today you're here and 30 days from now you're not, like what is going on? Why is this happening? And kids internalize everything. So I'm looking at it from that perspective of this 3-year-old with all the shenanigans that these two people are going on with. This child is going to be very much emotionally impacted by this. On top of all of that, now she has to associate the demise or the demise of her family on her birthday. You see, like my thing is, I remember like now we're older, or sometimes you get this smell, and you're like, it just bring back a memory, a thought, like man, I remember when I was, oh that smell, I remember
Nostalgia.
when I was
Good
eating,
old nostalgia.
when I was
Or
eating
song,
candy when I
whatever.
was younger. Or there's sometimes you have a smell and it triggers you into like a moment when you were terrified and afraid or just like crazy. So my thing is now this child has that type of association.
With her
Birthday
birthday.
is associated with pain, trauma, and loss. That's
No,
what
but
I'm
here's the
talking
thing.
about. And this child cannot avoid having a birthday every single year. So to me, if you did it a day after, it's not that significant because it's not her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm taking this from.
For me, she go have the trauma regardless because to me the day doesn't matter. This is still a breaking of a family. This is still you're gonna lose the figure that you have in your life as a dad. This is just terrible either way. So
It is terrible.
it's like a
Why
bus
add to
hitting
the
you. It's like a
terribleness
bus just
by
hitting you
doing
on
it
a
on
boring
the
Tuesday.
birthday? Why add to the terribleness by doing it on the birthday?
Because here's the thing. To me, it has a greater impact on the birthday because this is
Do it on the
from
mom's birthday.
no. This has a greater impact on the child's birthday. You know why? Because here's this woman. that is so happy. And yeah, you're such a great dad. All of this and this great moment that you, because it's a kid's birthday, but it's also the day as a father, as a parent, you're going to be like, this is the day my child was born. So this has significance for the man as well. Don't get for the parent as well. Remember that. So this is the day you're going to be so proud, like, yo, this is the day my child was born, blah, blah, blah. So given the fact that you know now that this child isn't yours, you're watching this woman play a role, and now it's a role to you, because you know what's up. Oh, great father. Oh, look at your daughter. Da, 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 da. All of this wonderful on this day. All this show. In the back of your mind, you're like, really? Like, you know what you did. You
Listen,
know this kid ain't mine. You, this gonna work on your mind on the, like, so I understand why at the end of the night, when the kid is in her bed, she had her great day, birthday party, dinner, whatever, toys, she got all the stuff. The dad is gonna be like, yo, this is a day that's supposed to feel great for us, but it ain't great for me. So here is it. And this is why it's not great for me. Here's your favorite champagne. So after you get this note and you get sad and depressed, you can drink yourself to sleep. Because I don't want to hear no mumbling. I don't want to hear no crying. You go knock yourself out. Because guess what? Because here's the thing. You know how long you man probably know? I have to sit down and watch this. Watch this woman parade round, like say, yo, you know, you're the greatest dad in the world, and da, 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 all of this wonderful shit. You understand? You know how long you sit down and watch this? Next man, give to him. I'll admit, I understand your point. Let's come closer to the camera. I'll admit your point. You kind of shitty thing, child, yes, because she can't avoid having a birthday ever again. But me understand from the man perspective why on that day would have the most impact on the female, which is the lady, the mother in question. Yeah, upon the day they answer your whole upon it.
and there goes our dad.
Yeah, you know, right? There goes that.
This is
You
true.
just wait, you have to realize what going.
There goes our dad. But here's the thing.
So I understand why he did it. For impact, trust me, she go feel it.
I'm not saying that. I don't know.
We can agree to disagree, no, that's fine, you know.
We have to
No
agree to
wrong, you know.
disagree on this
We
one
can agree to
because,
disagree. So, because guess
you
what?
know,
And I, as I said, me understand what you say, but the child is not going to associate her birthday with a bad day in her parents' life. Well, one of her parents' lives, and that's going to be a thing. But me understand why the man give upon the night there, and that's the night she go feel it.
but here's the thing also. You know, we have a saying in Jamaica that when you're digging hole, when you dig hole, dig two, right?
Well, it might just dig too.
Because right now, again, the unintended consequence is hurting this child. That is a straight up unintended consequence, right? On her birthday. So even if, so let's say you're saying the day doesn't matter. So even if he wanted to like continue a relationship with this girl, she's 3 now, like you said. Okay, she'll, if he's noble and continues the conversation even when they move out the house, okay, fine. As she gets older, and then also no, we have to also say, is this mom noble? Because based on what she's done so far, that's in question. So how are we going? So if you do this to her, not only did you do it on the child's birthday, which is one reason why she's gonna be pissed at you, then the second reason is you videotaped it and it went viral. So there's 2 things. And then you embarrass the lady. 3. So if she's not a noble woman, I mean, that child, the things that she's going to tell that little girl about this guy is going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So even
But
if he wants, hold on, even if he wants to have a relationship with this little girl, when they leave his house, this mom will literally depending on how she behaves, will literally impede all of that because of her hurt.
Mm-hmm.
However, if he doesn't want to have a relationship with this little girl, then I mean, you don't have to worry about that part. However, doing this to the mother is really going to put a it's going it's going to put a wrench in him having a good relationship with this child if he wants to.
So, but no, but here's the thing. All right, yeah, and this comes to a next point about vengeful women, right? Because
Don't even say
vengeful
it
people.
because this is a
We
vengeful
know,
man. Because
we know, but
hold
we know.
on,
That's why
wait,
me
let me
say we
tell
know,
you, no, no, let me
we know.
tell you, because me don't tell you before. Let me tell you no, sir. Let me tell you, like you said earlier, how long has he been sitting there with this information? So you mean to tell me this man is a real wicked
Wait,
man? He's
you
a
know, see
real
amount of,
wicked man.
wait, but you know, see amount of bag where bossy buy, the amount of bag, the man plan the thing, you know.
He's a wicked man. You see, him plan
Listen,
up it real,
listen,
him plan it
listen,
so. And
listen.
like you said, him probably know now for a couple days and just sit down. How can you sit
And
there
months,
all this
man.
time pretending
And
like
weeks.
everything is so good? I couldn't do it.
No, because your heart not
For
strong.
days.
Your heart
Him
not strong
wicked
enough, man.
too.
If your
Him
heart not
wicked.
strong. Listen, me not tell you bossy nice, you know, win no award for niceness. But guess what?
No.
You ever say, you say, hell has no fury like a woman's scar. You never say hell have a fury like a man's scar, you know. We can go on the gender patriarchy and all of that. That's a different conversation. But guess what? They've done say hell no have no fury like a woman's scar. And there are more cases of women you weaponizing children against men than men weaponizing children against women. It happens on both sides, but just like with like one man we doing part, as a father carrying child support. Or my girl see me do a new woman and he go private bride a new woman one new bag. She'll be like, so you have money, so you buy the new girl bag. So guess what? Me want more money. Quote. And he quote them, you understand? And if he doesn't have proper records, we say, oh, Ray and Ray, my girl just drag him, And then weaponize the kids, no child support for the children, blah, blah, blah. And just weaponize that and just drag that them and then. You understand?
That is true.
So, so, and so going back to your point, if she is one of those women, she will weaponize the kid. So even if the man did want to have a relationship, as I say, he just get free. And that is not too much on the man because any you take it, this one go end badly. Unless he was just gonna take it, have a discussion and be like, I forgive you. You understand? That was possible. But once some form of separation happened, it go end badly. It's now up to her as a woman, and this goes for both sides, both people in the conflict. Maybe take responsibility for your action. Because in idea, yes, what the man do was evil. I'm not gonna pretend that. Like what him do was a master stroke of vengeance from him side. Vengeance is a revenge is a dish served cold. That went well cold.
That's freezing.
That freezing. So it's up to she now as a female. Say, okay, she do what she do. And if she take responsibility for that, apologize for that and say, yo, this happened, but me don't want to still want to be a part of the Pitney life and right. If she, no, that is her, no, this is her opportunity. Because we have man in noble, we take a jacket and wear it. And we don't know if for them and then wear it. So this is now her opportunity to be noble. To say, oh, me know I screwed up, but don't make a child hurt. Like I'll take the L. You don't have to deal with me, but please just be there for the kid because in her eyes, you're already her father. So too bad we're not going to see what happens after this. Right? So you have two ways you can go. One, you take responsibility, take your L, ask the man to still be in a child life, do what you need to do. Or two, you go the vengeful, scornful route, and you just weaponize the kid against him. You understand? That is if the man still want to deal with you and the kid. You see me? But based on the video, because there's little things in the video, where me no want to judge her too harshly. But my girl will be like, oh, my favorite, champagne. Oh, you got that necklace that I wanted. Oh, this better be a trip to Dubai for 2 weeks round trip. This woman sound like she high maintenance. She demanding. So my man probably work hard. So if your daughter have in a Gucci, So my imagine what that time and money this man spend overtime to make sure this little pitney good and she and the pitney hot out whenever she do road pram with wheel with spinning rims. I don't know. I mean I know pram yet. Yeah, that's not but pram well hot. Then only find out say the pitney on the him. That's vex man.
That hot.
That's
Listen,
hot. Cause here's the thing, This is one night of her life, but this is 3 years of the man, Think about when the boss sit down and I think say, yo, the amount of things me do for this woman. Worse if pussy money all want cheater. And the boss don't cheat him and say, I have a family now. He park all of the holes, delete all his phone, clear out his phone book. More message in the day and I
listen.
mean I
So,
respond to
so this
none.
make it worse. If he used
Make
to
it
be, if
worse.
he used to be a player, and then him,
My
like
man
because
told me have a
like when
daughter.
kids come
Worse
in
now
the
you have a
picture,
daughter.
a lot of
About when you get
men
daughter,
do
they
that.
change.
Some men do
They
that. Oh,
change.
kids are here now. I'm gonna change my ways. I'm gonna become a family man. Be faithful to my girl and make sure I'm there for my kid. And if he gave up all of that, only to find out this kid isn't his birth.
And my girl a laugh. That's why I say on the birthday when my girl is laughing and celebrating and popping out presents and playing the role as this wonderful woman where you are give me in family. So my girl I say, oh, my man I say, oh, this year I go on with hold on upon this. Just know say all what you do me know. What you do. It foul and it wicked, but me understand why you do it.
At the end of the
Me,
day,
know- me understand why you do it.
at the end of the day, neither of these parents, to me, neither of these parents were thinking about this child.
True.
Or maybe not. Or maybe because
Okay, bring it back. Let's see.
one could say the mother was thinking about this child because she, for instance, let's say this man is a money man. She
She
got with
chose
the
the better
money
option.
man.
I hear that
She got
argument
with the
about
money
jacket.
man
I've heard that
because
before.
if
Because women will choose the better option. I've heard
if
that.
she
Continue.
gave this kid to the poor man, this child would be living poor man life,
The
including
butter
her.
man.
She and this child will be living poor man life. But if she give it to the guy that looks like he's more promising, that's a better life for the child and a better life for her. So in a sense, she was being a considerate, thoughtful mother because she wanted to give her child the best life possible.
True. That is a valid point. And as I said, I've heard that argument. Women and the whole jacket thing, is a big thing in Jamaica. I've heard that argument for about jacket. Say, yo, woman go choose a better man. That, if it's multiple choices, they choose the better partner that they will see. It give them a better life along with their children. Most cases, yeah, most times it boil down to money, who has more resources. But I've heard that argument. But it's very unfortunate that one even has to make that decision in the first place.
Yes, it is. It is very unfortunate that one has to make that decision in the first place. Now that is true. So it's like, even on that end, honestly, I don't feel like you even can judge or even have nothing to say a woman who does that because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. Faced with hardship and being in a hard spot like that, a lot of people just, they do what they're in survival mode and they do what is best for their family. It's not my place to judge it one way or the other in that regard. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, when we make decisions that involve other people, you know what I mean? Like if it was just her and this just impacts her, that's one thing. But when you're making decision that's gonna alter the life and the trajectory of somebody else's life, I don't know. I don't know.
So, all right. So the next part of this then. Because we see the collateral damage and all of that. What could have been done differently?
So
Because
right
me
then.
feel say, if my girl have her doubt, which most women don't do, is to come to the man from early out and say, yo, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, And they say, me know the opinion for you, And I don't want put you up as a father and you spend the next 18 years raising a kid that's not yours. I'm sorry, I love you, it's about decision, all of that, whatever. And tell the man. Because what hurt to me is the fact that this man find out on his own. You understand? If you probably tell him in that moment there, maybe
And
it's a
give
risk.
make it's a risk.
Maybe,
It's a huge risk.
maybe, maybe he would have still take a pitney and raise. Maybe. But the fact that yo, 3 years fam, and keep in mind, and this is the kicker, if the man never did the test,
He would
he
not
have
know.
gone for life until probably something happen and he want a kidney or some transplant and they must say, oh, your children is probably because this is the next thing because we talk about people and going for it. One of the people sick. Older people get sick and they say, oh, your child is your nearest best donor of getting you this kidney, bone marrow, whatever. Check out it. Fit enough for you. Dead. You're just dead.
Now it's like 40 years and you're like, what?
You're just dead. Fit enough for you.
Right. But again, it goes back to what we were going to talk about switching to before about having hard conversations. This is a hard conversation to have for someone to sit down with
It is
someone
a
and say,
hard
listen,
conversation
this
indeed.
child might not be yours. That's a hard conversation to have. And a lot of people, a lot of us, we don't, first of all, we don't like to be uncomfortable. That's the first thing. And a lot of us don't have any wait a second now. We don't have any examples. We've never seen this modeled in our family relationships, in the art of having hard conversations. And it's almost like a muscle or a skill that you have to practice and you have to learn. It doesn't come easy because you have to sit there. First, you have to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? Because in a case like this, knowing that, you could be pregnant by somebody else, you have to take that L. You have to take that, oh my God, what did I just do? Now I'm gonna have to sit down and tell somebody, I cheated on you. Yikes, who wants to do that? And then on cheating on you, on top of that, oh, I didn't use protection and I got pregnant. Like, who wants to have that conversation? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a hard conversation to have. And how many people, I know one person that I know she got pregnant and she thought it was somebody else's. There's one person that she really wanted it to be. However, she just couldn't do it. And she had the DNA test done and it came out that it wasn't. And that guy chose not to be in that kid's life. But I mean, at least her conscience is clear.
But you see, but listen.
But I think the guy that she got stuck with is crazy. He cray. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so now you're like, what in the heck? No, you avert one problem over here, but now you have to deal with this other problem for pretty much 18 years because he ain't going nowhere. He crazy.
But and this go feed into something here somebody said. If you're going to cheat, are you going to have extramarital or extra relations? Always aim for somebody as good or better than your current partner.
Is that the truth? But that's a topic
Just
for a
in
different day.
case. Yes, we can have
Don't
that.
understand.
Put it in the comments if you want us to have that conversation.
Yes,
But
put it in the
yes.
comment if you want to. Because I don't. Why would you go cheat with somebody? Wait a minute. If you're there with a man, we have a good job, him provide every and you. I mean, like everything you want. You're comfortable. I mean, this guy's a really good guy, and you go cheat with somebody that is less. Like what?
With a stocky. In
Like
Jamaica, we call them
like
stocky.
you have so much more to lose. Like, why would you cheat with somebody who you have more to lose than them? Because them sleeping with you is like a come up for them. Like it's a leg up. For you, this is what, except for like I guess the overwhelming pleasure that you're gonna get from the 15 minutes. I don't know.
It's the same thing for a man. You have one woman in your yard. Okay? Wash, cook, and clean.
Yeah,
have all the qualities, good homemaker. You have good conversation. The reason and you go cheat with a like a fryer out the road. We can't not even can make a dumpling copy a long fingernail and long hair and he can't cook up a KFC.
Listen,
When you
talk
breed
about that.
fishy, how you go?
Yeah,
How
talk
you
about
go?
that.
When you breed her, how you go? When you breed her, how you go?
One more mouth where she can't help you feed. You know, at least the woman here, oh, she industrious maybe, and if your feet drop on our time, she could have said, all right, babe, me have one little 10,000 and me I work my little job. We can put together and knock 2 times and put things together. Versus this little woman we have out the road, she a
She
look
just
for
hot.
she does she
look
act,
nice.
but she a look for you,
And
figure she
she
something.
probably
She not nothing for you.
when she went on the 2 time, I turn over because of the best thing in your life. But that's it. They said the 15 minutes. That's it. She has nothing else to give you.
And so you ruin your family over this.
But people do it.
But people
And then
all day.
we end up with the situation we end up with.
More
Then
problems.
we end up with the situation where we
More
just see
problems.
jacket. If you're a woman, you just pass on the jacket.
But again, that's a different. Again, put it in the comments if you want us to talk about that, and we'll get
Deeper
on.
into that one.
But make we get on just the last part of this, having hard
The
conversations.
right way of cheating. Anyways, continue. Don't play with no man. Play with no man. Continue.
Having hard conversations. It's a muscle. It's something that we have to develop a skill for, and we have to practice it. A lot of times when we are in hard positions and we need to have the conversation, we deflect, we turn it around and put it back on the other person.
Defensive and all of that.
We listen to respond and really not to hear what the other person is saying. We have a lot of walls up. There's a lot of anger and, and it takes a lot to walk into a conversation vulnerable. That's the key word, man. Vulnerable. So this person go and say some things that hurt you to your heart, maybe because they're so upset. And you honestly, you just have to take it, and be open to that person, even though you wish, like being honest, we wish that this person would be like, okay, you're honest with me, we can still continue. But you also have to be open to the person saying, no,
yes.
I don't want this.
You have to give people space to react.
Yes.
Some people will tell you something, but they be like, at least I told you the truth. You don't have to behave like that. I'm like, no, you cannot dictate how
You
the
can't.
person behave. Because I feel them hurt and I feel them feelings. It's something, and they say it's something we have to learn.
Yep.
It's something where you have to really cultivate and practice to learn. To say, yo, you say something to somebody, it's like parent beat you. You do something wrong and they say, don't cry.
Like, does not
like
make
you beat
any
me.
sense. That never
Like
makes
I'm
sense.
crying.
Like I'm hurt. This lick was hot.
So exactly. So you translate that in a relationship. You tell somebody something where hurt them. Can you tell your woman to cheat on him and some hurtful thing, and she feel away and she a ball and I be like, what you a ball for? Like I same thing. You lick me. You lick me emotionally. Hot. Give me that time to express myself. Feel the pain.
Or she brings it up like 2 weeks later and you're like, why are we still talking about this? It's 2 weeks. Or she bring it up 2 months later and you're like, why are we still talking about this? Because she's still hurt and she needs to process. So yeah, or he's still hurt, needs to process. But we have to you have to be open to having that conversation over and over and over again, and to the point where we are at some resolution and we're moving along. It's hard.
It's hard. Well, you understand, and although grieve, there's something say forgive and forget. Some people say they don't forget, they don't forgive and all these other things.
But the forgiving part, the forgetting part.
But so not because somebody hurt you, you can't weaponize that. I use that as you can become a victim. Because some people do that too, it's like a man cheat on you, like one man cheat on you, yes. Instead of saying cheat on you, I like he never lives it down. Every opportunity he gets me next year, 3 years, you make sure you're rubbing his face. You make sure you feel like shit. Like my girl, processing things.
Or even women do that. You can't. So it's like there's a difference.
Decide if you're gonna stay with him or you're gonna let him.
Or you leave.
Don't take what they tell you. But then weaponize it and use it. We continuously beat them down every chance you get. So you feel process every process, but at some point of a move on.
Are
So you
they
have it two
using
sides.
now to control the relationship? You know, no, now you're using, well, you hurt me, so now I'm going to like use it to control what you do and how you do it, and oh, I'm calling you, make sure I'm tracking your moves. You say you're going down to your mother house, it takes 30 minutes, so I'm ringing your phone. You're at your mom, I'm calling your mom, is he there? Like, if you're gonna trust this man, then, or this woman, then trust this man. Like, I feel, listen, the other part that it comes down to is having boundaries again in relationship. It does not, because you're in a relationship with someone, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship. It could be even a friendship. People have boundaries. Your spouse has boundaries.
Parents,
Your
parents
parents
and
have
child.
boundaries. And so, yes, somebody hurt you. However, it doesn't give you a right to violate people's boundaries. It doesn't give you a right to then act like, well, I'm going to control every area of your life. So, you know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't give you the right to do that. What it does give you the right to do is to say, okay, for the sake of our relationship, I'm going to move on. And you state what your requirements are very clearly. You
Exactly.
know what I'm
If
saying?
you do
You
something like
state
this
what
again, we're done.
this is what I expect. This is what I require.
You understand? If
And
you
then
do
you
something like that
say,
again, we're done.
and then that person again has that buy in, yes or no. Yes or no. You know what I mean? And if they feel like what you're doing, because you're like, for me to forgive you and move on, I have to like call your phone every 30 minutes. If he's okay with that, then fine. If she's okay with that, then fine. But if he's like, nah, no, I'm not okay with that, that's a boundary. So now we're gonna have to come up with something else. We have to come up with something else. You cannot just, because a lot of times when stuff like this, you're in a position of power now, emotional power. So now you use that to inflict
Suppress,
pain on the
suppress
other
and
person,
inflict.
and then you
Find
become
friend.
controlling and overbearing, which if you think about it, the very thing that you want to avoid, you are now still creating.
Oh my God.
You are now still creating.
Eckhart had this quote.
Eckhart Tolle,
What you
ready?
fight,
Eckhart
what
Tolle,
you resist, what
persist.
you resist persists, and what you fight strengthens. Yeah.
Yep, what you resist persists, and what you fight strengthens. Definitely, definitely.
Mhm.
That's an epic quote. What you resist
Yep.
persists, and what you fight strengthens. Is an epic. It's yeah. That you need
Exactly.
to think on that. Think on these things. It's one of them things
Yeah.
you have to think on.
Mhm.
Because the more you try to control someone, the more you try to control so they don't do and they don't do and they don't do. Because guess what? Human beings don't like being controlled. Period. And
And they
every
will find
time
a
you
way.
try it, they rebel. So even if
They
the
find a
person
way.
don't rebel in cheating, they're gonna rebel in some other way. Even if they don't consciously realize that they're rebelling, they're doing it because it just automatically, there's an automatic thing that just comes up in you. Like, and some people rebel like outwardly, some people lash out in words, like boom, they just like they just some people lash out being passive aggressive. Passive
That.
aggressive.
And some people can turn it inward and then they become addicts and start all of a sudden your man start drinking, your woman start shop like I'm crazy,
Yep.
or some other way of expressing the rebelliousness. So
Yep.
all of a sudden you're a drunkard now, all of a sudden you're a shopaholic, all of a sudden now some other craziness and when they just become this next person, you're
Yep.
wondering like, what's going on here.
Or the
So
very thing that you're trying to avoid, it just gets worse. You don't want him to cheat, he cheats even more. He's because he's rebelling. And so this is hard. This is hard. But for me,
religion.
on this one, we go agree to disagree. I'm saying
Hmm.
you shouldn't have done it on
The kid's birthday.
birthday, and you're
And
sticking.
I'm saying it's one of the best times because, as I said, for him, his mind, it's not about the kid, it's about her. So it's one of the best times. That's when she's on the height of that deception. That's the day when that deception is at its peak. You know, lick it.
All right. Well, viewers, I think we've summed this up real good. I think we've said a lot. Hey guys, chime in. Let us know what your
You know,
thoughts
see
are.
what side you fall on.
Agree with
How
me
do
though.
you think about it?
Agree with me.
It don't matter who they want to agree with. Just share your honest opinion.
Yeah, share your honest opinion. Let us know what you think about this. Or if there's a side of this that we didn't
Yeah, that's something we not see then fine.
then
Let me know.
put it in there. But
Be,
again,
be a part of the exchange.
be a part of the exchange. This we're a family, and that's what we're here to do, exchange our views and our opinions and thoughts on things. So until next time, family, be safe and have those hard conversations.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Mickey and Trina signing out.
Signing out. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so when we upload videos you will know. Peace out.